co-op is important for the community because it provides an alternative. If not for the co-op, most of what we get here would be corporate agriculture-based food, and it would be from sources that aren't necessarily local.
Farming can be an isolating profession, especially on larger scale farms where you don't know who you're selling your food to, who's eating the food. We just don't have that problem here. We know a lot of people who eat our food, and it's very rewarding to know that they appreciate the work that we're doing.
The market, well, co-op at that time on Lincoln Avenue was about 1/8 the size of this market today. It was a very old building. Building is still there.
And it started off as just a small volunteer buying club. The first store we had was really just a garage just around the corner on Washington Street.
And it was this little hole in the wall, and it was called Center Inn Food Co-op. But then fast forward, when I came to work here, the co-op had moved to this new location, this wonderful, beautiful, bright store, which was very different from where it was originally located.
To be a working member at that time, it felt more like a true cooperative, and it felt as if I was part of an organization that was not based on profit, but on providing a good service to members and to the community that was healthy. And that was the primary focus at that time, and I think it's still the focus today.
And then it was in 1996, I believe, that the co-op moved here into this store on 314 South Main Street. Co-op, like any food co-op, it's definitely had a challenged history. Oftentimes, grocery is a tough business to make money, and so there's been financial challenges over the years.
There was a period there when I was working here where we just had enough cash on hand to get kind of the minimum order from our suppliers. It led to the member owners deciding, you know what, it's sink or swim time. If we want this business to be viable and to survive, then as member owners, we need to take more responsibility for how it's governed, for the staffing, meeting the staffing needs, and then just bringing our food dollars here and spending our money in this store.
It's important to work at a project like a local farm with a community systems approach. In other words, to have the customer, the grocer, and the farmer all coming together, because if those actors all work on their own, then we don't push progress along nearly as quickly.
It's a much different setup than most of the retail places we work with that are, have one single owner, and it's kind of dictated by what they do.
Being a regular supplier, personally for me it feels really good because we're supplying nutrient-dense foods to our customers and our community.
When we shop here, we don't have to read the labels. We don't have to spend time reading the labels to find out, is this food, is this product got a lot of additives in it that we don't actually want to be eating? Or can we trust that this is a product that's been ethically sourced?
Originally, what drew me into the store is just the passion and love for good, local, fresh foods.
We work with over 60 local farmers, and I would say about 5 or 10 of our farmers are really our core farmers that we buy from quite a bit. One of the farms that is Jake's Country Meats up in Cass County.
I really appreciate our connection with Maple City Market, with working with Brad. The owners and the employees at co-ops are a lot more invested in what they're doing.
When you start going and supplying places, they always start small, and watching them grow to the size of orders they're getting now is pretty unbelievable.
We also have worked with several other local farms. Some of the biggest we have photos of them up here on the wall: Clay Bottom Farm, Sustainable Greens, and with all these farms, we've helped them grow their business over the years so that they can serve other restaurants and stores in the community as well.
My collaboration goes back to age 5 when I would go to the location on Lincoln Avenue and go back to the back room and cut cheese in the back room with my mom. Bulk cheese used to come in like big blocks, and member owners would cut it and then it would go out for sale. And then more recently, I was the baker in the deli. So I did all the sourdough baking of their bread.
Our daily routine usually begins with taking a look at what orders came in. Usually we'll send out a fresh list to places like the Maple City Market and other restaurants around Goshen and let them know what's fresh and available on the farm. We collect all the orders from those places and we put them up on a big whiteboard. Then we get up early in the morning and try to get it all picked.
What do I envision in the next 50 years for Maple City Market? I think we're going to keep growing. And currently we're growing at a fast pace. We've installed new shelving throughout the store, new refrigeration, but we're still in an old building. And I definitely envision that we'll see ourselves in a bigger, newer store in the future.
So I think the 50th anniversary celebration of Maple City Market is an opportunity for our member owners in particular, but the wider community of Goshen and Elkhart County to learn more about what cooperatives are.
You should check this place out because you don't know what you're missing. And there's a lot more here, and it's a lot more reasonably priced and a lot more accessible to everybody than I think a lot of people in the community realize.
Happy 50th anniversary, Maple City Market.
Happy 50th anniversary Maple City Market.
Happy 50th anniversary to Maple City Market Co-op.